Hey everybody, Anthony here, bringing you more Omega Invitational coverage. This loser's second round match, we have Brettasaurus versus NanoT3ch, and Metroplex versus Opportune Amalgamation. Yep, I just did the intro real fast. You're clear to start. Also, you are not going to hear player audio. One of the players had a preference for that. And I just gotta change volumes here. So, here we go. Brett is going first. I did not get a chance to catch his starting hand off City's Finest View, so... Nano, just as a heads up, when you were holding your cards there and they were off camera, so please be careful of that. At least I think... Okay, they are still on camera. That's borderline, but I can still see them, so... So let's see here. So opening volley, Metroplex into exhaust, takes 8. Nano looking at potential greens. Rage for hold the line. Oh, he also, it only took 7 and has taken a 2 damage from Beacon to attach. So Ratchet to bot mode, or Mega Ratchet technically, but who's counting? Also, if you hear crunching in the background, I got a water bottle with me, so... Increased durability, that's going to be significant here going forward because of how much damage Exhaust took. And wheel turn, starting with Crasher. Block 3, take 1. Mega Ratchet for 6. 6 Pierce 1. Block 2, take 4. So I mentioned this in Brett's last match. I'm like 90% sure he's on a more blue-heavy build of Metroplex. And if that's the case, these opening flips aren't exactly favoring him. 7 Pierce 1. Well, there's a blue. And there's more blues. Okay, that evens it out a little. Block 4, take 3. Up to 8. I've said this pretty much the entire event with Metroplex. His 35 health is very fickle. Sometimes it's the greatest amount of health in the game, sometimes it is the absolute worst. Looking at that backup beam there on Brett's end, it looks like. Not gonna pick it up. Interesting. Probably is holding one in that case, if I had to take a wild guess. So Beacon trigger again. So moving over to Brett's turn. Although Nano, he was talking a little bit. Sounds like he made a misplay of some description. I'm not sure what exactly, but just the way he was talking. So on to Brett's turn. You probably try to punt Exhaust here. Because late game, he is just a problem. Because, let's see, what is the kill threshold for Exhaust right now? It is, so he's at 13, 17 health total. So he has 2 defense right now because of his ability. With 4 health, Well, no, 6 health remaining. So he's got a kill threshold of 8. That should be easy for Metro to hit. It's working again. It fuzzed out on my end, but it's still working on, if that means anything, so. We had some camera issues there. So. Lots of thinking. Oh. Yeah, and I'm seeing everything perfectly fine, so I'm not sure what's going on either. Yay, modern technology. Okay, so it was just an issue on Brett's end, strangely enough. So, that was what the delay was for. Sorry about that. So, Brett asking about Brutalcon counters. Okay. So, the confusion that Nano was showing earlier was due to a possible defense miscalculation involving exhaustibility, but at this point he's calling accepted game state, so I'm not going to go back and try and fix that. Hit and run. Moving on to exhaust. Now, I don't remember. Does move damage trigger exhaust? Okay, yep, Nano just confirmed it. So we might have a swap here of the damage, where the damage goes, which is completely fine in this situation due to reasons. So, Flip for Turn is going to be a Scamper to get rid of the increased durability. Oh. Oh, and then Backup Beam coming down. Going into Exhaust. Blocks 4. Five blocked. Oh, that's a block! 1 damage. 1 damage. That. Oh. He had that perfectly set up with the Scamper flip and defense numbers strike. It's the one weakness of Metroplex. Lacking pierce damage at times. But Metroplex... can you read me the exact text on Beacon? Okay, so read me that second part again about taking damage with the counters. So that is a triggered ability that resolves off of damage being dealt, but the KO would interrupt it first and move it to the KO area. So I'm going to say, yes, the Beacon will not intervene and keep the character alive. It will not. Right. I will confer with Techno real quick just to be sure, but I'm like 90% sure that's how it works. So we are in a judge delay here while I wait for a response from Techno, I believe. And we are getting some decision-making at the very least in the meanwhile, so this helps with the delay. Ooh, wait a minute, we may have a flip sequence. Okay, so first off, flipping is a condition, or the flipping condition on Beacon is a trigger, so it will carry out the character beforehand, so I was correct. And second, Brett, what was going on with the flips you said? For Scrapper, or Scamper, or whatever his name is? It is currently Nano's turn, correct? Flip 2 additional cards and finish that out. Because that actually might change things. Okay, so that game state is easily fixed. Carry on. Beacon will not act as a guardian angel. Okay, so that resolved. And I did see Brett only flip 4 cards last time, so that... throwing in Crasher into I keep wanting to call him Scrapper, it's Scamper. That is a dead Scamper. There's a secret on the field, and now Crasher is a meat shield for Metroplex. Hands are going off to fix a headset issue. That is completely fine. It's over to Brett's turn. He's got to go into Crasher here. And that is actually causing a whole host of problems here because hit and run. And there goes Exhaust. So, that removes the Crasher issue that was here by proxy because he couldn't just send Metro in and do a damage to Exhaust off the attack trigger because Crasher would have just negated that. But having the hit and run in hand definitely helps. Six Gun comes out off the flip. And again, this is a pretty different strategy in terms of playing Metroplex compared to how Ozzy does it. He usually doesn't try to turbo out the minions, but Brett has been, and it's actually been working decently well, so credit to him for figuring out a way to make that work. Because for a long time, I think the general consensus is you just to kind of use the minions as an auxiliary thing with Metro. And that is a 6-gun attack into Crasher and a block. So now Mega Ratchet has to attack 6-Gun here. I believe 6-Gun only has 1 defense in this mode. So it should be... Oh, Polydermal comes down. That's always helpful. So now sitting at 17 health. So Mega Ratchet flips, does a damage to 6-Gun, then repairs that damage he just took off Polydermal. Oop, got a miss sequencing, it sounds like. Reprocessing the backup beam. Oh, that's actually significant because Mega Ratchet's in the wrong mode to negate the heal. Oh no, that's significant. 5 Pierce 1. Take 3. Oh, are you kidding me? Even against little weenies like 6-Gun. Alive on 1. Cannot escape it. So draw for turn on Brett's side. Now this is actually an interesting question. Does he, if he has a flip card in hand, does he try to turbo out Slammer? If he was in bot mode, this would be an easy decision. You try to play your flip card, turbo out Slammer to negate Crasher this turn, but because of the fact he's in alt mode, he can't pull that off. So looking through the scrap pile here, like I've said before, Brett is one of the 2 icon counters, or frequent icon counters on the server, the other being Naga. So flip Metroplex. Okay, he did have the flip card. So Slammer comes out and Crasher negates. So now he's got a wheel turn. Metro is attacking in alt mode, which isn't ideal, but at least you have to take it, unfortunately. So Slammer goes into Crasher here. Block 3. 5, block 3, take 2. Metro into Crasher as well. Ooh, there is a toolbox, but I'm not sure if Nano wants to pick that up with Mega Ratchet having a Polydermal. Oh, right, 6-gun trigger fires. So up to 3. And this attack is currently for 5. Blocking 2, taking 3. It will be up to 6, but Brett does have one more card here. And the cut. And what will that last flip be? Oh, right, he has Bold 1 from Slammer. And gets to take the shot. Ooh. 8, block 2, take 6. Oh, are you kidding me? How does this keep happening? Dropping a Matrix for a Paralyzo. We'll go ahead and untap and draw for turn on Nano's side. Okay, so misplaced die, all good. So 6-gun has 4. Slammer's at full. Metro's at 4. Oh, yep, he's looking at Crasher right now. Take a shot at Metroplex. Ping a damage onto both 6-gun and Slammer. Potentially. Though, you may want to just use Mega Ratchet here into Metro. Okay, so going for the Crasher play makes sense. Vampire coming down on a Mega Ratchet, that could allow him to slow the game down to get back into this. Because right now, Brett is looking very ahead. Crasher in. 5 Pierce 2 is this hit. Blocking. Block 4, take 1 on Slammer. So, Crasher triggered, calling ranged. So, 6-gun's dead. Metroplex takes a damage, up to 5. And there's a backup beam there for Brett. That is going to be significant, especially since Metro doesn't have any more minions to deploy, so he's probably just going to be in bot mode the rest of the game. Paralyzo for backup beam makes sense. So draw. There's the flip. Fight for position, okay. Looking like he's just gonna... Just... Going for the guaranteed kill, essentially, here. That's an interesting decision. Well, if he had gotten with Slammer, I actually don't think he would have gotten it. So, actually the correct decision. Okay, so... Oh, wait. Oh, no, that was absolutely the correct decision. Can I get the exact text on Metroplex to confirm this? If I remember correctly, that is instantaneous, so the battle does fizzle out there. So no flips from Nano's side. And Brett making actually the correct play there. And then Slammer hops into the station. Pinging Mega Ratchet for 1. And then the flips. Ooh, going in for 5. Blocking 4. Takes 1. Once again, I question a player's decision, and I immediately get roasted for it. Razor Wings for hold the line. Makes sense with Slammer still on the field. Untap, draw. So Mega Ratchet is now up. Reprocess the Staggering Might. No heal. So there's the power combo. Reprocess and Mega Ratchet. Staggering Might is gone. Going into Slammer, I like that. But honestly, either way would have worked. 7. Block 5, take 2. That's a dead Slammer. Vampark does not trigger, though. So that could be relevant later, but we will find out. So over to Brett's turn. There's a backup beam, and Metroplex attack! White icon on Nano side, and Brett is going in for 10. A little bit of a mishap with the cards there. And cut. And the flips. 10 is the swing. Take 7, up to 11 out of 17. Looking at a escape route. Yeah, picking that up now makes sense. We will untap and go over to Nano's turn. 5 damage on Metro, 11 on Mega Ratchet. Escape route, ping 1, heal 1. So down to 10, up to 6 for Mega Ratchet and Metro respectively. Swing in for 6. Pierce 1, 7 Pierce 1. Oh, that's a pretty good defense flip. Taking 3, no Vampark trigger again. That's significant. We got a reshuffle on Brett's side, and now we wait for that to conclude. So this is looking pretty good in Brett's favor, barring some absolutely insane flips from Nano, which is entirely possible. I'm not going to say anything is guaranteed. I have learned the hard way on these broadcasts too many times. Don't say it's over till it's over. So here's the cut. Draw. And then, in we go. Oh, there's a double orange. So going in for 9 only, relatively speaking. So damage gets dealt back, so that's take 6. Is that death? That's a game 1 win for Brett. Alrighty, I'm gonna go play Judge. Alrighty, Nano, would you like to go first or second? Going second. Brett, would you like to swap any characters? Nano, would you like to swap any characters? Alrighty, and okay, interesting. Have fun with the battle cards. Okay, so swapping Crasher out for Fireflight. On the one hand, I understand it. On the other hand, Crasher negates Metroplex, kind of. But then again, the tap effect is really the big part of that, so maybe he's onto something. I don't know. This is where Ozzy probably chimes in the comments and provides some valuable insight. Okay, we are just wrapping up here with shuffling and cuts. cut. Here we go. Okay, so, ooh, 2 escape routes, Matrix in the opening, and I forgot what that card was for a moment. Good lord. And we go into Fireflight as he has to. Oh, Beacon. So Beacon activates, 7. Block 4, take 3. Ooh, that's significant. Fireflight going in. 2 Pierce 1. And that's Pierce 1. Then Mega Ratchet next. Going in for 7. So exhaust next. So take 6. 8 Pierce 1. So Fireflight did 1. Mega Ratchet did 6. Or did 5. Block 5, take 3. So up to 9. 1 better than last time. Untap. Fireflight still has 3 damage. Oh, right. You forgot about that. Carry on. I completely blanked on Fireflight being healed. Whoops. Escape route. So, moves the damage over to exhaust. And, nope, that's slammer trigger. It was not a hit and run, it was a slammer trigger. Flip back up with a backup beam. And then go into Fireflight. Oop, white icon. Ooh, that's pretty good defense flip. Blocking 5. That's a pretty good flip on Brett's side, though, too. What is that, 3 double oranges? Yep. 13! Block 5, take 8. Fireflight is gone. But Mega Ratchet and Exhaust are both looking pretty healthy. Picking up a Paralyzo box on Brett's side. Draw. Beacon activates. Out comes the additional stat bonuses. Nano, just as a heads up, when you held your cards back there with one hand while flipping Mega Ratchet, they went off camera. Please be aware of that. Grenade launcher onto exhaust after Mega Ratchet flips and pings Metro. Was that a fight for position? Nope, that's a Bellicosity. Oh, Lord! $13. Block 1, take 12. Ow! Bellicosity is a good card, ladies and gentlemen. So what is that, up to 25? Or is that 25 or 20? Is that 25 or 22? I can't tell. There is a reprocess there that he might pick up. Opportune offensive for reprocess. Okay, looking through the scrap real quick. Probably checking if he has another copy. Okay, that backup beam was flipped, so... Picking up another backup beam to counter that reprocess, that makes sense. Escape route, flip. There's Scamper. Flip him back up. Ooh, Paralyzo box on Scamper. He is melee, so... Okay, so he's taking the City's Finest View Station. Yep, so here's the combo. Look at the top card of the deck. So calls either blue or... Not blue. Orange or green, and he gets the +4. As I drop the screwdriver, then I'm holding the point at the screen for reasons. Anyways, so going in... 7, blocking 3, takes 4, up to 9. Matrix for Smelt, that makes sense. Reprocess for Vampark, okay. Flip Ratchet. So one-shot threshold of 6 on Scamper, which is realistic for Mega Ratchet, so... Oh, wait, he's got +1 defense with the station, so it's a one-shot threshold of 7. Still actually pretty reasonable. So reprocessing the backup beam on Metro. So no heal, and it looks like it is 22 on Metroplex right now. Mega Ratchet going in, 2. Goes after Metroplex, just ignoring the Goober. For 6 only. Block 3, take 3, up to 25. It would have been block 5, take 1 on Scamper, so I definitely think that was the correct decision. So over to Brett's turn. He's got a wheel... Oh, he doesn't have a wheel turn. So who does he send Slammer into here? Because Exhaust has +2 defense. And funnily enough, we know from Slammer, 3 defense can be quite a pain. Okay, never mind. He now has a wheel turn. 6 gun comes out. You can't have... Nope, nobody else can hop in until the character in the station hops out, either by untap or by weird shenanigans that don't apply here. So we had a station question there. Basically, it boils down to, can a character take a station while another character is in a station? And the answer is no. You have to wait for the first character to depart the station before anybody else can jump in. And in this case, that will be waiting until everyone untaps, and at that point, Brett will have the option to boot Scamper out of the station. Which he probably will, because it is a... Actually, would that actually be a good idea? I gotta review the text on City's Finest Views. Looking through the scrap here, probably checking for any hold the lines, although there isn't a secret out, so I'm not sure exactly what's being searched for here. Nope, it's when you take the station, so there's no reason for Brett to stay in there past the untap. Slammer going into Exhaust. Blocking 4, that's still pretty decent. That's 4, block 4. We got the reshuffle here. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Cuts. Four. Blocked. Improvised for bashing. Makes sense. Six gun into Exhaust. For 2. And that's a block. Untap. And we've got a shot at Metroplex here most likely coming up. Question is, does Nano have any additional firepower to back it up? Checking for double blues now. He's mathing something here. And another search of the scrap pile. There's a Vampark. So one-shot threshold of 6 for Scamper right now. So flip Exhaust, go into Scamper. Eight. Block 5, take 3. Alive on 1 again? Are you kidding me? At the very least, Mega Ratchet is primed to get rid of him. So, picks up a Vampark. So Brett's got to go into Exhaust here, so Mega Ratchet's safe for the time being, which means that Scamper is probably dead for sure. Although I'm curious why he didn't go into Metroplex and try to advance the game state a little bit on that front. Backup Beam. Oh, Brett might just... Oh. This could get interesting if Brett sends Metro in. Ooh, Smelt comes down, gets rid of the Vampark. So, yeah, this is... Yeah, Scamper's dying no matter what. I think we need to establish that first. So, does go for the Metro swing. That's interesting, especially with Mega Ratchet sitting right there. 6-gun trigger does a damage. Currently has Bolt 4. And a white icon. And, oh, wait. Mega Ratchet's tap... I keep forgetting about the tap effect. Exhaust is dead. That just turned the game on its head significantly. He's got a wheel turn now, and Mega Ratchet is not in a good spot right now. He only has 1 damage, but, if there's anything this game has taught us, is that ankle biting can be powerful. So, Scamper going in for white-green. So, got a reshuffle here. And the cut. 2-1-3 is the cut. Seven blocking, 2 take 5. And now Slammer. 5 block, 2 take 3, up to 8. Or take 2 up to 8, what am I saying? Ooh, escape route for counter espionage. Putting the screws on. 6 gun in. 5 pierce 1. Block 2, take 3, go to 11. 2 off from death. Emergency barricade for reprocess. There's still a chance for Nano to win this, but he needs to kill Metro here, and then tank out hits from Slammer and 6-gun. Had like a grenade launcher or something, that would make this somewhat easier. Polydermal, I mean, that'll get by him a couple of turns, but no firepower unless he's banking like an opportune offensive or something. Reprocess the backup beam. Make sure that Metro can't hit as hard as humanly possible. Doesn't flip Mega Ratchet. Goes after Scamper. Ooh. For 6. That's probably a dead Scamper. Block 4, take 2. That's a dead Scamper. But now he has to tank Metroplex hit, a 6-gun hit, and a Slammer hit. Plus he's taking a damage from 6-gun. Oh, that hurts. Not having a grenade launcher sucked there. Or an opportune offensive for that matter. Either of those, and he probably goes into Metroplex and flips Mega Ratchet to take out Slammer, or Scamper. 6-gun to bot mode. There's 1 card in hand. Oh, he's thinking about that counter espionage he picked up. So Metro in first. There's the base 2. Oh, is Mirage gonna chime in here just as a taunt? And the cut. Yep, there's the high Mirage. So, base 2. Oh, right, he has 6-gun. Okay, I'm like, how did they get the 3rd bold? 6-gun gives bold 2. 9. That's a dead Mega Ratchet, and Brett advances to the 3rd losers round, 2-0 with Metroplex over Nanotech and Opportune Amalgamation. I will say, though, do not let this result speak for Opportune Amalgamation. This is a good deck. I do just think there was some extremely bad breaks here, but that's no discredit to Brett as well, because again, Metroplex is a really tough deck to play. Me and John have both tried to play it and failed horribly, so I am not taking anything away from anyone here. I'm just saying, Opportune Amalgamation, don't let this result fool you. It is a good deck. But in the meanwhile, that will do it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw here today. If you did, there's a little red button you can push down below to show that. And we are still trucking on with the OI coverage, so we will be back soon with more. But for now, that will do it for this video. Peace out, y'all.